Hello guys. So in this session, we are going to learn blue-green deployments using ArgoCD rollouts. Okay, so here we are going to learn how to deploy blue-green deployments using ArgoCD rollouts. So let's start. So first of all, to deploy blue-green using ArgoCD rollouts, so first of all, we need to understand the prerequisites. So first of all, we need to install Ubuntu 24.0 for LTS. Then we need a sudo user with admin privileges. Then we need a 2 RAM or more. Then we need a 2 CPU or vCPU or more. Then we need a 20 GB free hard disk space. And we need a Docker, virtual machine manager, KVM, VirtualBox, and we need a stable internet connection. So that's the prerequisites to deploy blue-green using ArgoCD rollouts. Okay, so here, as you can see, remember one thing, we need a 2 GB RAM or we need a 2 CPU, and after that we need 20 GB free hard disk. Okay, that's the main three prerequisites: 2 GB RAM, 2 CPUs, and 20 GB free hard disk. Okay. So let's start to blue-green deployments using ArgoCD rollouts. So first of all, here we need to install Minikube and ArgoCD on Ubuntu 24.0 for LTS. Okay. So if you don't know how to install Minikube and ArgoCD on Ubuntu 24.0 for LTS, so you can check my previous video. And in this video, I have learned how to install ArgoCD on Ubuntu 24.0 for LTS. Okay, so we need to install this ArgoCD to deploy to blue-green deployments using ArgoCD rollout. So that's the prerequisite. That's the main prerequisite. We need to install Minikube and ArgoCD. Okay, so as you can see here, I have successfully installed this ArgoCD and I have successfully forwarded this port. So as you can see here, I have successfully accessed my ArgoCD dashboard because I have successfully installed ArgoCD on Ubuntu 24.0 for LTS. Right. So now it's done. Now I have successfully installed Minikube and ArgoCD also. So if you don't know how to install ArgoCD, then you can check my previous video where I have learned how to install ArgoCD on Ubuntu 24.0 for LTS. Okay, so let's start to blue-green deployments using ArgoCD rollouts. So first of all, here we need to install the Argo Rollouts controller. So here, first you need to install Argo Rollouts in your Kubernetes cluster. So let's install the Argo Rollouts using kubectl command. So the command is kubectl create namespace Argo Rollouts. Okay, it's done. Then after that, you will see the namespace has been created. Now let's check the namespace using kubectl get ns ArgoCD Argo Rollouts. So as you can see, Argo Rollouts status is active and the age is 12 seconds ago. As you can see, it's a 21 seconds ago now. Okay. Then after that, you can do this using kubectl by applying the manifest provided by ArgoCD rollouts. So let's apply. So okay, it's created. After that, let's check. You will see the controller and other components have been deployed. So wait for the pods to be its running state. So let's check its running state or not. So as you can see, container creating, you can see the status. So wait a second. After that, available 1, ready 1 of 1. Okay. So we need to wait. Wait for some seconds. So I'm going to clear my screen first, and after that, I'm going to. Okay, as you can see, the status is running, ready 1 of 1, ready 1 of 1, current 1, ready 1, desired, and the age is 32 seconds ago. Okay, pods are running. Okay, then after that, next is we need to install Argo Rollouts kubectl plugins with curl for easy interaction with rollouts, controller, and resources. Okay, so let's install Argo Rollouts using kubectl. So first of all, I'm going to using curl command. I'm going to download this. So as you can see, it's downloading. Okay, it's done. Then after that, we need to give some permission using chmod command. Okay. Then next is we need to move this into particular location. And in last, let's check the kubectl Argo Rollouts version. That means let's check the Argo Rollouts version using kubectl command. So you can see the version, build date, git commit, git trace, and git version, compiler, platform, and so on. The details of about Argo Rollouts. Okay, so that means we have successfully installed Argo Rollouts on Ubuntu 24.04 LTS. Okay, it's done. Now, next step is let's Argo Rollouts comes with its own GUI as well that you can access with the below command. Okay, so let's run this command to access the GUI, that's my dashboard. Okay. Now, as you can see, it's going to this 3.3100. Okay, as you can see, now you can access the Argo Rollout console by accessing this on your browser and you will be presented with UI as shown below. Okay, so here, this is my instance IP or server IP and from browser, and the port number of Argo Rollouts is 3100. Now, as you can see, Argo Rollouts. So wait a second. As you can see, the Argo Rollouts. Okay, so now there is no any rollouts, so that's why it's a loading or empty. Okay, because we don't have any rollouts now. So let's create rollouts. Okay, so how to create? So here, so the next step is define the blue-green rollout YAML. Okay, so let's define the blue-green rollout YAML files. Okay, so create a custom source definition to define your blue-green rollout strategy. Then we will deploy the sample app which contains rollouts and service and ingress as Kubernetes object. So let's create below YAMLs as shown below: rollouts YAML, service YAML, and ingress YAML, or you can follow or GitHub repository. Okay, so let's create rollouts YAML first. So let's create. So I'm going to copy this. And here now is going to this forward this port on this 3100 dashboard. So that's why I'm going to open new session. And here, let's create rollout YAML file using my favorite editor sudo nano and rollout.yaml. And in this file, I'm going to paste this content. Okay, here. Okay, so as you can see, the name is blue-green, rollout blue-green. Okay, and so on is, you can say, port number 8080, and so on the details of about this. The name is demo. So let's save the file and exit. Then after that, the next file is service.yaml file. So we need to create this service.yaml file, sudo nano and service.yaml file. And in this file, we need to paste this content from here to here. Okay, as you can see here also, rollout blue-green active, the port number is 8080, the name, and so on. So let's save the file and exit. Now the last file. Let's create. So I'm going to clear the screen. File name. And in this file, we need to paste this code from here to here. Let's save the file and exit. Okay. If I run the ls command, so as you can see the file that we have created, first, second, and third one. Okay. Right. We have successfully created this file. Okay. Now after that, here to apply the configuration to resource by file or stadium. So this means it will create or update the resources defined in the service.yaml file. Okay, so let's apply this service.yaml file. That means there is a service to be updated. So I'm going to apply this service.yaml file. So as you can see, rollout blue-green created and rollout blue-green preview created. Okay, it's done. Now the next is to apply configuration to Kubernetes resources defined in the rollout.yaml file. So this file is typically contains the configuration for resources managed by Argo Rollouts, and such as Argo Rollouts for deployment that uses advanced deploy strategy. So let's apply for this. So as you can see, Argo Rollouts, blue-green created. Now the third one. I'm going to apply this also. Okay, as you can see, it's created. Okay, now it's done. So we have successfully created 3 files. We have successfully applied 3 files. It's done. Now the next step is let's check the pods. So list all pods default namespace. So let's check the all pods are running or not. As you can see, 3 of 3 runnings. It's 15 minutes and 29 seconds. 29 seconds, and the status is running, and ready of 1 of 1. Okay. Then let's check the get service. As you can see, the service here, Kubernetes, rollout, plugin, active, then preview. Okay, it's done. Then now, after that, if you want to check the pods, they get all pods, as you can see, running, then the service, and then deployments, right? So it's, you can see get all, means pods, service, and deployments also. Okay, you can see it's 2. Okay, so 1 of 1 ready and so on. It's all. You can see the all details is running, right? Okay. Now let's clear the screen first. Okay, it's done. Okay. Now as you can see, now again visit the rollouts console, and this time you could see the sample deployment on the Argo rollouts console as shown below. Let's check. So this is my rollouts dashboard. I'm going to refresh the screen. And now as you can see the sample, right? That we have created. You can see the sample. Okay, so you can see the summary, containers, and here revision 1, rollout demo blue, right? Now that means now when we access access in browser, the color is, the deployment is blue. As you can see, the rollouts demo blue. Okay, now let's check. Now you can click on this rollouts blue-green in the console and it will represent you the current status as below. Okay, so let's check. Now you can see the current status of this rollouts by running the below command. Now let's check. As you can see, the status is healthy, the blue-green, and the desired current update ready available. It's healthy, running. Okay. Then after that, now you can see the blue deployment on browser also, right? Here you can see deployment is blue. So let's check. Okay. So run the kubectl command to expose blue-green service to access on browser. So let's run this command. Now it's forwarding port. So to access the output, let's copy the instance IP, hit on browser, and the port number is 8081. You can see here. Port number is 8081. Let's hit on browser. As you can see, the output is blue. Argo Rollouts demo, and you can see here the output is demo blue revision 1. Okay, that's the revision 1, and output will be blue, and as you can see the blue. Okay. Now I'm going to stop this. Okay. So as you can see, it will successfully stopped. Okay. Now the next is, now let's deploy the green version. Okay, so let's deploy the green version of app via command line. So you would able to see green version based rollout. Okay, so as you can see, now I'm going to run this command to demo green. So first of all, I'm going to create a second revision using this command. Okay, it's a blue image updated. Then after that, let's check the pods. It's running. It's 8 seconds ago that we have created just. Okay, then after that, here I'm going to run this command. Okay, it's healthy. Then let's promote the green version app using below command. Then run the below command to and would you this scaling, that is green version of app completely. Okay. Now let's check here. And as you can see, now it's revision 2. And revision 2 will be green, right? Our revision is 1 and 2 point something seconds ago, minutes, right? You can see. And the revision is, that's the blue color. And now our revision is green, right? So let's access the green output, right? So let's run this command. And now let's refresh the page. As you can see, now our output will be is green. ArgoCD rollouts, you can see here the green, and as you can see, it's now green. And the port number is 8081. Right? It's done. That means here we have successfully deployed that blue-green deployment using Argo rollouts. Right? So in this session, we have learned blue-green deployments using Argo rollouts. So thank you for watching and I hope you understand.